What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I am Shelby Nave, and today we're back for another movie commentary. So today we are going to be watching Taxi Driver. This is a film that I have been wanting to watch for so long. This is also really exciting because this movie is less than 2 hours. Don't get me wrong, I love all the mob movies that we've been doing recently, but the majority of them are just so long. I've been getting so many requests to do The Irishman, and I promise I will get to it. I just kind of have to like muster up the motivation and the courage to edit a like 3 hour and 30-minute movie, but I promise I will get to it. So yeah, Irishman for another day. Today, it's Taxi Driver. Another thing though that I found kind of really peculiar as I was like pulling up the movie to get ready to watch it and stuff, I saw the movie poster for Taxi Driver, which looks like this, and I was looking at that and I was like, what does this remind me of? Like, what other movie poster have I seen that looks really similar to this one? And then it dawned on me. Nightcrawler. Come on, you put these posters side by side, you can't tell me that there wasn't some inspiration pulled from there. And then after reading the movie description for Taxi Driver, I'm a little inclined to believe that these two stories might be kind of like, not the same story obviously, but like within the same vein perhaps. You know, a kind of like odd and maybe not entirely mentally well person getting really obsessed with this one thing that they're doing. I don't know. That's just my first impressions right off the bat. It really kind of reminded me of Nightcrawler. But yeah, with that being said, I'm really excited to get started. Oh wow, this is like some old-timey Columbia logo. I guess this did come out in 1976. That was a minute ago. Oh, is that his cab? Coming out of the foggy mist. Or I guess just foggy fog. I imagine Robert De Niro and Martin Scorsese are like besties. They seem to work together a lot. Oh my gosh, he looks so much younger. This guy looks familiar. Who is this man? Was he in The Godfather?
I can't sleep nights.
Insomnia. Ooh. Can't relate. I sleep too much.
Want to work uptown nights, South Bronx, Harlem?
I'll work anytime, anywhere.
How's your driving record?
It's clean.
Physical?
Clean.
Age?
26.
That's my age!
Military record?
Honorable discharge.
Oh, you in the Army?
Marines.
Fill out these forms and check back tomorrow when the shift breaks.
So an ex-military vet with insomnia. Well, and we're in the 70s, so what war just happened? Vietnam? Is he a Vietnam vet? I think that's the only war that would have ended in this time period. Vietnam, I think, was, yeah, 60s and 70s. Honestly, I would love to see New York City in the 70s and 80s. What a time.
All the animals come out at night. Whores, skunk pussies, buggers, queens, fairies, dopers, junkies.
Taxi Driver sees it all.
Each night when I return the cab to the garage, I have to clean the cum off the back seat.
Ew! Nice morning swig. What am I hearing right now?
Can I help you?
Yeah, what's your name? My name is Travis.
That's nice. What can I do for you?
I'd like to know what your name is. What's your name?
Do you want me to call a manager?
Oh, you don't have to call the manager. I mean, I'm just asking.
Troy!
All right, okay. Can I have a chuckles there?
Who's over getting boned in the back?
$1.85.
Wow, remember when you can go to the movies and only pay $1.35? Me neither.
12 hours of work and I still can't sleep.
Are they just watching a porno in there?
All my life needed was a sense of someplace to go. I first saw her at Palatine Campaign headquarters at 63rd and Broadway. She appeared like an angel out of this filthy mess.
Look over there. Notice anything?
No.
That taxi driver's been staring at us.
Wow, so he's not sneaky at all.
What taxi driver?
The only one that is there looking in.
I'll tell you what. I'll play the male in this relationship. I'll go out and tell him to move.
Hey, you're blocking our doorway. You think you might want to move the cab?
Bye! Yeah, I feel like the brain in general just tends to go a little crazy if it's sleep deprived. Was that the same shot, just recycled 3 times? Why is he so infatuated with this girl just from seeing her?
Hi, I'd like to volunteer.
Great. I'll take you right over here.
That's all right. I'd rather volunteer to her if you don't mind.
I want to volunteer to be your boyfriend,
Why do
please.
you feel that you have to volunteer to me?
Because I think that you are the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. Would you like to come have some coffee and pie with me?
Why?
He doesn't even want to work.
Why?
He just wants your number.
I'll tell you why. I think you're a lonely person. And then when I came inside and I met you, I saw in your eyes and I saw the way you carried yourself that you're not a happy person. And I think you need something. And if you want to call it a friend, you can call it a friend.
I have a break at 4 o'clock, and if you're here...
4 o'clock today.
Yes.
I'll be here. Appreciate this, Betsy.
Aw, score!
May 26th, 4 o'clock p.m. I took Betsy to Child's Coffee Shop on Columbus Circle.
15,000 volunteers in New York alone is not bad. Christ, the organizational problems.
Do you like the place you work in?
Got some good people working for us. And I think Palentine's got a good chance.
Do you like the guy you work with?
Well, he's funny and he's very good at his job. He's okay. Though he does have a few problems.
I would say he has quite a few problems. When I walked in and I saw you two sitting there, I could just tell by the way you were both relating that there was no connection. And I felt when I walked in that there was something between us. So that gave me the right to come in and talk to you.
Okay, guy, calm down.
You want to go to a movie with me?
I have to go back to work now.
Well, I mean now. I mean like another time, though?
Sure. You know what you remind me of?
What?
That song by Chris Christopherson. He's a prophet and a pusher. Partly truth, partly fiction. Walking contradiction.
I'm no pusher. I never have pushed.
No, just the part about the contradictions. You are that.
Well, at least she's catching it. His personality and mannerisms do kind of remind me of Jake Gyllenhaal in Nightcrawler.
Listen, this is just making me nervous. I think we should have waited for the limo.
Are you Charles Palentine, the candidate?
Yes, I am.
I'm one of your biggest supporters, you know. I tell everybody that comes in this taxi that they have to vote for you.
Why, thank you.
I'm sure you're gonna win, sir. Everybody I know is gonna vote for you.
Can I ask you something, Travis?
Sure.
What is the one thing about this country that bugs you the most?
Well, I don't know. You know, I don't follow political issues that closely. Whatever it is, he should clean up this city here, because this city here is like an open sewer, you know? It's full of filth and scum. And sometimes I can hardly take it.
I think that's just New York. It's a lot of people in a very small, compacted space.
Nice talking to you, Travis.
Nice talking to you, sir. You're a good man. I know you're gonna win.
Come on, man. Get me out of here, all right?
Oh, there's Jodie Foster.
Come on, baby. This is a real drag now. Come on.
Ugh.
Want to get busted? Find a bitch. Be cool.
Oh my God.
Tabby, just forget about this. It's nothing. Be cool, bitch.
It's nothing? That shit don't look like nothing. She's literally trying to run away. There couldn't be a more accurate depiction of a girl calling for help right now.
Hi there.
Hi. Nice day today?
Not particularly.
Got a present.
Oh! So then you haven't heard this record yet.
No, but I was thinking maybe, you know, you could listen to it on your record player.
He's just gonna invite himself over? It is cute, though, that he gifted her a record if she's really into music. Thoughtfulness.
You gotta be kidding. This is a dirty movie.
No, this is a movie that a lot of couples come to. All kinds of couples go here.
Oh, do they? So he was just like straight up watching porn earlier?
Kanske, om du förstod själv, så är det mer okej. Kroppen är
What?
känslig om du inte känner dig som hemma.
You literally just sitting there watching an orgy? She's like, nope, not for me.
Where are you going?
I have to leave now. I don't like these movies.
You know, I didn't know that you'd feel that way about this movie. I don't know much about movies, but if I
Is
had
the
known...
only kind of movie you go to?
Yeah, why'd you take her to see a porno? He's very pop culturally disconnected, it seems.
Taxi?
Look, won't you take the record?
I've already got it.
Oh,
Please, I
she
bought it
has
for you, Betsy.
Thanks, now I'll get two. Let's go.
Ooh, that was... He crashed and burned real bad. No good, my guy.
Hello, Betsy. Hi, it's Travis. I'm sorry about the other night. I didn't know that was the way you felt about it. Would you like to have some dinner with me? Well, how about just a cup of coffee? I come by the headquarters.
You might have
or something.
struck out, guy.
Did you get my flowers? And you didn't get them. But I sent some flowers.
He's coming on a bit strong. A lot strong. Why'd we pan over here? He's still over on the phone. Why did we pan over here?
I tried several times to call her, but after the first call, she wouldn't come to the phone any longer. I also sent flowers, but with no luck.
Oh my God, I just realized another Martin Scorsese movie where there's a lot of voiceovers.
Why won't you talk to me? Why don't you answer my calls when I call? You think I don't know you're here?
Let's not have any
You think
trouble.
I don't know?
Because you're acting like a crazy person.
Okay. Take your hand up. Okay, then just leave. All right, just leave there.
Look, come on. You're in a hell, and you're gonna die in a hell like the rest
Come
of
on
you.
now. There's a cop
Oh
across the
my
street.
You're like the
God.
rest of them.
Causing a scene.
now how much she is just like the others, cold and distant. And many people are like that, women for sure.
I mean, she was just giving a normal reaction to your creepy behavior.
Cammy, you see the light up there? The window up there on the second floor? The one that's closest to the edge of the building. Do you see the light?
Yes, we see it. Jeez.
Yeah, you see it. Good. Do you see the woman in the window?
Yeah.
So I want you to see that woman because that's my wife. But that's not my apartment. It's not my apartment. You know who lives there?
Her manstress.
I'm gonna kill her. There's nothing else. I'm gonna kill her. Now, what do you think of that?
Think that's a bad idea. Think you're a crazy person.
I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her with a .44 Magnum pistol.
Why are you revealing all this
Did
to
you ever
him?
see what a .44 Magnum pistol would do to a woman's face? I mean, it would fucking destroy it. Just blow her right apart.
Bro!
Now, did you ever see what it can do to a woman's pussy? And that you should see. That you should see what a .44 Magnum is gonna do to a woman's pussy. You should see.
I just really hate this guy, and I want him to stop talking and leave.
You must think I'm pretty sick or something. You know, you must think I'm pretty sick.
Yep, that's exactly what I think. Who's Jodie Foster again? She almost got hit by a car. This kind of seems like maybe a bad part of the city. I've been to New York exactly one time, so I really have no idea where the good and bad spots are, like at all.
Hey Travis, this here's Easy Andy. He's a traveling salesman.
How you doing, Travis?
You got a .44 Magnum?
It's an expensive weapon.
It's alright, I got money.
He's buying guns now. Is he gonna clean up the streets by himself with weapons? Sounds like a bad idea.
Premium high resale weapon.
Oh my god, the barrel on that gun is so long. How would you quickly conceal that? I feel like you can't.
This might be a little too big for practical purposes. In which case, for you, I'd recommend 38 snub nose.
A little pew pew. Pew pew.
Some of these guns are like
This
toys.
is an interesting shot.
That 38, you go out and hammer nails with her all
Camera
day.
following
Come back
his
and it'll cut
hand.
dead center on target every time.
How much for everything?
Everything?
$350 for the Magnum, $250 for the 38, $1 1/4 for the 25, $150 for the 380.
Why do you need so many guns, boy? Maybe like one for defense?
I gotta get in shape now. Too much sitting has ruined my body. From now on, it'll be 50 push-ups each morning, 50 pull-ups. There'll be no more pills. There'll be no more bad food. No more destroyers of my body. From now on, it'll be total organization.
Why is he doing that? Wow, yeah, he's becoming like literally obsessed with being in perfect condition and perfect strength.
Look at the size of that. Oh, yeah.
I recognize this shot.
True force. All the king's men cannot put it back together again.
Oh, you're Humpty Dumpty now? Oh man, he's losing it seems like. He wants to become like a superhero. What is he doing? What? That thing was actually kind of awesome.
Betsy! What? Betsy!
Yeah, see, he's at an event with a lot of people. Please don't shoot up this place.
Hi. Hey, you're a Secret Service man, aren't you?
Yeah?
Just waiting for the senator.
Is it hard to get to be in the Secret Service?
Where's he going with this?
Why?
Well, I was just curious, because I think I'd be good at it. Hey, what kind of guns you guys carry? 38s, 45s, 357 Magnums.
Red flags.
If you're really interested, if you give me your name and address, we'll send you all the information on how to apply. How's that?
You will?
Sure.
Okay.
This interaction is so strange.
My name is Henry Krinkle, Krinkle.
Are you giving a fake name? Why do that?
Well, I've got it all. Henry, we'll get all the stuff right out to you.
Thanks a lot.
Now
Hey,
leave me
great.
alone.
Thanks a lot. Help. Jesus.
Why did you... What is it with the weird handshakes in this movie?
I'm standing here. You make the move. I'll try it, you talking to me? Well, then who the hell else are you talking to? Talking to me? Well, I'm the only one here. Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? Huh?
Oh my god, I did not know that whole, like, you talking to me? I didn't know that came from this movie. Wow, okay, cool to, I guess, see where that, like, iconic line and phrase and stuff came from.
Here is a man who would not take it anymore, who would not let... Listen, you fuckers, you screwheads.
Here's a man who would not take it anymore. A man who stood up against the scum, the cunts, the dogs, the filth, the shit. Here is someone who stood up.
He's going wacko. Seems to be going crazy and is just uber obsessed with this. He's creating like a whole new reality for himself.
Hey, Travis el títere, ¿qué pasa?
Okay, shut your fucking mouth and give me the cash out the drawer. Come on.
Oh,
Come on. Let's go. Let's
Okay,
go.
man,
give me the
don't-
goddamn
don't
cash.
shoot.
Come
I'm
on.
getting it, man.
Stop taking so long. Come on.
Man.
Give me the rest of the fucking bread. Hey.
Oh my god! Why didn't you like shoot him in the arm or something? Did you shoot him right in the head? What did you just do?
Is he dead?
Listen, I ain't got a permit for this thing. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Don't worry about it, man. I'll take care of it. Just get out of here.
No.
No, man, I'll take care of it. Go ahead.
This seems to not be the way to handle that. Oh my God. Jeez.
Philip wants to marry me, bro.
Are you gonna break your TV? You don't want to watch TV anymore? Could just turn it off.
I love him.
Why? Do you hate your TV that much?
He's trying to get the picture. You looking for some action?
Yeah.
You see that guy over there? You go talk to him. His name is Matthew. I'll be over there waiting for you.
She has to like clear it with her pimp.
Your name, Matthew? Want some action? It's all right. $15, 15 minutes, $25, half an hour. If you want to save yourself some money, don't fuck her. You should be back here every night for some more, man. She's 12 and a half years old. You ain't never had no pussy like that.
Did he say 12 and a half years old? Excuse me?
She'll get your cock so hard, she'll make it explode. But no rough stuff.
Gross.
I'll take it. Hey, man. Take out no money over here. You wanna fuck me? You ain't gonna fuck me. You're gonna fuck her. You give her the money. Yeah.
Then why did he even have to go to you in the first place? What was the point of this interaction? Why do I feel like he's gonna kill this guy eventually?
The roll costs you $10.
This seems so creepy and predatory.
Come on.
Are you really 12 and a half?
Listen, mister, it's your time. 15 minutes ain't long.
Yeah, but are you really...
When that cigarette burns out, your time is up.
Are you really 12? Where did all those candles come from?
What's your name?
Easy.
Well, that's not any kind of name.
Oh, that's easy to remember.
Yeah, but what's your real name?
Iris.
Well, what's wrong with that? That's a nice name.
That's what you think.
No, don't do that. Don't do that.
So we better make it, or Sport will get mad.
I don't want to make it. Who's Sport?
Oh, that's Matthew. I call him Sport. Want to make it like this?
Oh, Lord.
You're the one that came into my cab. You're the one that wanted to get out of here.
Well, I must have been stoned.
Why? What do you mean? They drug you?
Oh, come off it, man. Don't you want to make it?
No, I don't want to make it. I want to help you.
Well, I can help you.
Oh, my God.
Damn, man. Don't you want to get out of here? Can't you understand why I came here?
I think I understand. I tried to get into your cab one night, and now you want to come and take me away.
Yeah, but don't you want to go?
I can leave anytime I want to.
I don't know. Okay, I tried.
I understand. And it means something, really.
Oh, look, can I see you again?
All right, how about breakfast tomorrow?
Tomorrow? What?
I get up at about 1 o'clock.
1 o'clock?
1 o'clock.
PM? Wouldn't that be more lunch?
See you tomorrow. Oh, Iris. My name is Travis.
Thanks a lot, Travis.
At least you didn't go disrespect her and all. What are those glasses?
Go back to my parents.
I
mean,
love
they
them.
hate me. Why do you think I split in the first place?
Yeah, but you can't live like this. You're a young girl. You should be at home now.
Square.
What are you talking about? You walk out with those fucking creeps and lowlifes and degenerates out on the street and you sell your little pussy for nothing, man? For some lowlife pimp? I'm square? You're the one that's square, man.
Spitting facts, I guess.
So what makes you so high and mighty? Will you tell me that? I'll move up to one of them communes in Vermont. Why don't you come to the commune with me?
What, come to the commune with you? No.
Oh, come on, why not?
Nah, I don't get along with people like that. Besides, I gotta stay here.
Come on, why?
I got something very important to do.
Sure you don't want to come with me?
Well, I tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you the money to go.
Oh, no, look, you don't have to do that.
No,
Oh,
I want
different
you to
pair of
take it. I want you to take anything from them. I don't have anything better to do with my money.
He just like needs somebody to take care of.
You're just a little tense, that's all.
I don't like what I'm doing, Sport.
If you ever liked what you were doing, you wouldn't be my woman.
You never spend any time with me anymore.
You miss your man, don't you?
I just keep thinking in my mind, she's 12, she's 12, she's 12, she's 12. And he's like 50. Probably not actually 50, but still older than her. By a lot.
Come to me, baby.
Ugh.
When you're close to me like this, I feel so good.
Everything he's saying is making me so uncomfy.
God, it's good.
What is
so
with
close.
the one pinky nail? Pinky red nail. These shots are pretty cool. Alright, you could just throw them away. This guy just does some real funky things sometimes. Coupled with this, like, harp music. It's just really strange. Is this the music that, like, plays in his mind? What? What do you mean you'll be dead? Is he going on a suicide mission? What's happening?
Ladies and gentlemen, the next President of the United States, Senator Charles Palantine.
For far too long, the wrong roads have been taken. The wrong roads have led us into war, into unemployment, and inflation.
Hello, haircut, Mohawk man. I wonder what caused this choice to happen.
We are the people, you and I, and it is time to let the people rule. Thank you.
Oh boy, this feels like it's gonna be like an assassination attempt. Oh, did I call it or did I call it? Oh no.
I never saw it. I saw him run.
Seems like he was about to do it. Yeah, wash your meds down with beer. Always a great combination. I'm kidding if that wasn't obvious.
Hey, sport, how you doing? Okay, my man. How's everything in the pimp business? Huh? Get out of here. Come on, get lost, huh? How's Iris? You know Iris? No, I don't know nobody named Iris. You don't know anybody by the name of Iris? Get back to your fucking tribe before you get hurt, huh, man? Do me a favor. I don't want no trouble, huh? You got a gun? Get the fuck out of here, man. Get out of here.
Threw his cigarette at
Stuck
him.
on this.
Okay, that was a choice.
Hey!
Did he just blow off his hand? Oh, God. Did he get shot in the neck?
Fucking son of a bitch, you! I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
Oh, God. Ooh, that was weird. It was like slow motion.
I'll kill you! I'll kill you!
He's the one with the gun.
Don't shoot him!
He did it. He did it. Oh, God. Like, yeah, that's probably something a 12-year-old doesn't need to witness ever. Oh, Lord. Oh, and you can't kill yourself. Oh, no. Cops are just gonna shoot him on sight. That's only really creepy. This is an interesting shot. Overhead, moving through the murder scene. Taxi driver battles gangsters.
Dear Mr. Bickle, I can't say how happy Mrs. Steensma and I were to hear that you are well and recuperating. There is no way we can repay you for returning our Iris to us. You are something of a hero around this household. I'm sure you want to know about Iris. She's back in school and working hard. Mrs. Steensma and I would like to again thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
Aww. Well, at least he got her out of that situation.
Go boy, what's that?
Hey, Travis, you got a fare. Shit. Well, see you later. See you, Travis.
Hello, Travis.
Hello.
Is it Betsy? She decided she likes him after all, after he became a hero.
I read about you in the papers. How are you?
Yeah, you did.
Papers always blow these things up. Just a little stiffness. That's all.
How did his hair grow back so fast? Or is this not even real?
Travis. How much was it?
No charge? Well, that's nice. But he's also like, over you. And that's the end? Really? Wow, okay. Not gonna lie, I'm a little confused by that ending. That movie was kind of a lot, and there was a time when I thought it was going in a certain direction, and then it kind of switched. Alright, well, I'm gonna go ahead and digest this film, and I will be back for final thoughts after I've edited this video. Hi, welcome back to Final Thoughts, and buckle in, everybody, because this movie was a doozy. I have a lot of things I want to say. I'm not sure exactly what I was expecting, but after watching this movie for the first time, I had to go back and watch it again, and then I watched it it with my boyfriend, and then I watched the director's commentary for it. Needless to say, the movie and I are very familiar with each other now. And honestly, I think that's part of the reason why this movie is so iconic, is because it's just so rewatchable. And I know that a lot of that has to deal with the fact that Travis is one of the most intriguingly confusing characters ever. Watching a man fall into his own madness is just as intriguing the second and third time watch, at least for me, because I found myself looking harder and harder for the warning signs, I guess you could say, that led him to his eventual path, and there were a ton of them that I just didn't catch the first time I watched it. Honestly, the first time I watched, a lot of Travis's kind of peculiar choices and peculiar actions I just kind of passed off as him just being a weird guy. But in later watches, obviously a lot of those actions I looked at with a completely different meaning. Bottom line, if I had to sum up this movie sweetly, I would say that it is about loneliness, which is something that all of us, at least to some degree, can relate to. But I'm not sure if there could be a more accurate depiction of a lonely person than Travis Bickle. There are so many instances where either through the dialogue or through the camera shots themselves that Travis is seemingly separated from everybody else. When he's driving around in his taxi, there's always a degree of separation from him and everybody out on the streets. Even if he has somebody in his cab, there's a window separating them and he only really sees them through his rearview mirror. To make matters even worse, Travis has just a huge lack of social awareness. So when he does try to interact with others and like form relationships and stuff, I think he comes off as very like off-putting and awkward, and then in turn he translates that as everybody being against him. Pretty much every interaction he has with Betsy illustrates that for me. It was off-putting to me during their little date at the cafe when he was projecting himself and his own issues onto her, calling her a lonely person and like saying that she doesn't belong, when in reality, like, she's kind of got her shit together and seems to fit in just fine. It's like he has this desire to save her from this world, but she doesn't actually need saving. And he's like genuinely confused when she storms out of the theater after he takes her to see a porno, which just goes to show like his perception of normal really isn't the same as most people's perception of normal. And I think since Betsy was initially being nice and interested in him, he labels her as like this angel among the damned, so when she ends up rejecting him, he has every more reason to believe that New York and everybody in New York are against him. And also, a quick side note, we're told in the beginning of the movie that he was a Vietnam vet, and he really seems to be struggling to kind of immerse himself back into normal civilian society, so that makes me think, was he always this way? I mean, there's no doubt that war can change a person, and especially a war like Vietnam, I imagine that experience could have perhaps influenced his violent tendencies later down the road. I don't know, that's genuinely a question. What do you guys think? Let me know your opinions. But I think the whole haircut thing could also support this point, which, by the way, the first time watching this movie, I did not understand the significance of that particular haircut. Apparently, soldiers in Vietnam would shave their hair into mohawks before suicidal missions. That definitely emphasizes that he was fully intending on doing something drastic and wasn't anticipating on coming out the other side, which makes sense because earlier in the movie, when Travis is writing a letter to Iris and giving her money and all that, he says that by the time that she gets the letter, he will be dead, but I am getting ahead of myself. It's no secret that Travis definitely has a very skewed perception of the people in the world around him, and that just seems to get more so as the movie goes on. Everybody likes to talk about that line that Betsy says, saying that he is a walking contradiction, which I totally get, because he is. He hates the scum of New York, yet actively puts himself in that environment, and I feel like you could argue he purposefully seeks it out. He talks down about certain people in society, then drives around prostitutes and watches pornos in his spare time. He doesn't like trashy things, but his apartment is a complete mess. He says he's not political, but he puts up posters of Palestine, and he says he wants to be healthy, yet he has a very poor diet and constantly pops pills. He is the epitome of a walking contradiction. And I think the reason why Travis is so kind of contradictive, if you will, is because he doesn't really seem to hold too many of his own personal, like, beliefs and ideals. He's out looking for his purpose because I think he truly does want to be a hero in some sense, or at the very least fit in somewhere. But I think Travis's biggest issue is that he really seems to dislike most people, and he's pretty quick to judge. His downfall is almost self-inflicted because he hates hates all the bad parts of humanity, but puts himself in the scenario where he has to be around it because he will work anytime, anywhere, even if it's in the middle of the night in the most dangerous parts of New York. Honestly, it's almost like he's like addicted to his own hate. He continues to drive through the filth, as he calls it, over and over again, almost as a means to like justify or focus in on why he thinks the world is so bad. I saw one movie commentator that said that's probably why he targeted Palantine specifically, not only because Betsy was really into Palantine, but Palantine is sort of a living representation of the people, or of community, or of togetherness with others. I mean, his slogan is literally "We are the people," so naturally I think Travis wants to destroy that because he hasn't been included in any sort of community or group of people. He's almost always alone. There's also definitely some racial connotations in with Travis's hate as well. Anytime there's a person of color on screen, Travis gets visibly uncomfortable and stares at them as if they are threatening to him in some way. Like he thinks they're watching him when in reality they're probably just minding their own business. Like, why does Travis almost look afraid of the pimps in the diner, yet he's just fine talking to Sport, you know? Regardless, it is this hate that he seems to have for people that just continues to build and build throughout the movie until eventually he comes to the conclusion where he's just like, well, if I want to clean up the streets, I'm gonna have to do it myself. And I believe the turning point for him and what made him actually decide to turn to violence was the man who was in his cab saying that he was gonna kill his wife. Which, again, at first watch, I had no idea that that man was actually Martin Scorsese. Anyway, I think this one guy who was so angry at his wife and wanted to kill her is what fueled Travis's idea of taking matters into his own hands. It was definitely the trigger. I think hearing this man's, like, negative thoughts and intentions is what caused Travis to stop repressing his own. Travis even gets the same gun from Easy Andy that the man in his cab says he was going to use to kill his wife.
I'm gonna kill her. I'm gonna kill her with a .44 Magnum pistol.
You got a .44 Magnum?
It's an expensive weapon.
And by the time Travis has like acquired all of his weapons, we really start to see him descend into his just full-on insanity. He almost weirdly fetishizes his weapons in a way, like the amount of time, care, and practice he puts towards them is extensive. The whole scene of Travis in the mirror rehearsing and playing out scenarios that he created in his head is also very representative of the decline of his mental state. Not to mention he's drinking and popping pills pretty consistently by this point, which I imagine would only emphasize his warped sense of reality. He is to the point where his delusions are starting to materialize into his actual reality. Rather than having crazy ideas, he's now plotting something drastic. But before we continue with that, I do want to talk about Iris for a little bit, which I still cannot believe that she was only 12 years old, and I especially cannot believe that Jodie Foster herself was only 12 years old when shooting this movie. That had me shook. Like, if I didn't know that she was 12 years old, I would have honestly assumed she was probably more like 15 or 16. Especially since there was like some real awkward things she had to do to like a grown-ass man. Robert De Niro was, I believe, 31 at the time of filming this movie, so she's like half his age. She's less than half his age. I watched a few interviews with Jodie Foster saying that she really wasn't too bothered by the awkwardness of, you know, the situation. It was really the older people who were trying to direct her that felt really weird and awkward about it, which I can't really blame them given, you know, her age and the nature of her character. Like, from what I gathered, Jodie was already a pretty experienced actor, so like she came, she understood the assignment and was ready to go. It was like all of the older people that were like being weird about it. Anyway, I think Travis's approach to Iris is very similar to his approach to Betsy. He wants to save this girl that he thinks needs saving. He looks at Iris almost as if she is his purpose, and even though I definitely think there's probably better situations for a 12-year-old girl to be in, Iris really doesn't seem bothered with her life. I mean, I wouldn't say that she's necessarily like thriving, but she also doesn't seem like she wants to leave the life that she's living. And I thought it was pretty interesting that Travis supposedly hates the place that he's living, but when Iris suggests that he go with her to like this community or whatever, he says no, like I don't go to places like that, probably because he doesn't like people or communities. So by the end of the movie, Travis attempts to do the assassination but doesn't end up getting to do it. So rather than calling it a day, he decides to go ahead and kill a bunch of people that he hates instead. I think he truly did believe that he was doing this for Iris, or that he was saving Iris, but in reality, I think he really just had a desire to take out these people that he didn't like, so it really was all for himself. In a commentary I watched, they mentioned how the overhead shot in the end was supposed to represent the eye of God. We're no longer seeing the scene from Travis's point of view, but rather now we're seeing it for what it actually is, a cold-blooded murder scene. But then to my surprise, after this entire murder, he's actually painted as a hero to the public for taking out all of these quote-unquote bad guys, which is arguably perhaps what he wanted all along. However, I feel like since he was perceived so positively by the public after the fact, that probably reinforced his own behaviors and his own mindset on things, and he probably thought that he was right all along. He probably doesn't regret his actions. He probably thinks that he actually did the right thing. I mean, he got rewarded with positive reactions for killing these guys for no reason. I mean, I'm not saying these guys weren't bad guys, but he pretty much only killed them just because he didn't like them. Then in the very last scene, with Betsy getting into his cab again and her saying that she's read about him in the papers, she's finally accepted him, you could say, and he ends up rejecting it. He's not the one being rejected for a change. I know that this scene is kind of a little open to interpretation, but to be honest, when I was watching it the first time, I thought this was a delusion he was having. I still kind of feel like it could be. I don't know, I hope you guys give me your thoughts and opinions on all of that below. And that's all I got for this one, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw it back to my past self to finish out this video. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and watching Taxi Driver alongside me. If you like this video, definitely give me a thumbs up down below, and don't forget to subscribe. It really does help me out and supports my channel. If you would like to hang out with me in between uploads, go ahead and check the description bar. I've listed all of my social media there. You can give me a follow if you want. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you the next time I upload a new video.